Namaskar. With the advent of internet, the globe has literally shrunken. Metaphorically, now physical distances can be virtually calculated in terms of number of clicks, and information and communication technology has made all this possible. Online networking, online transaction, social networking, video chatting, video conferencing are the terms of this generation. Hence, bringing IT into governance would transform a secluded government into a participative governance. This would entail minimum governance and maximum governance, and particularly, this will bring out the real essence of democracy in letter and spirit. Percolating ICT to remote and isolated territories like ours, who are otherwise deprived of many mainstream benefits, would actually bring out and help to bridge the physical and digital divide. Concerted efforts, coordinated and organized inclusion of IT into governance would result in transforming India into a digitally empowered society. Today, we have amongst us the flag bearers, the young talents of these islands, the young generation from JNRM and DBRAID to debate on this big issue, that relevance of IT in improving governance in remote and isolated territories. So I'll just move on with the debate.
Myself, Pooja. I'm studying in BTech 4th year CSC from DBRAID. Information technology, as we are aware that, has brought a revolutionary change for both business world and society. Fields like education, health, entertainment, etc. are just few to mention.
Myself, Mahashweta from BTech CSC 4th year with DBRAID. IT has its own merits. It reduces the time and it increases the productivity. It improves the communication with communication technology, and it also provides jobs.
Keeping the multifaceted benefits of ICT, information, communication and technology, Government of India has launched an ambitious program, Digital India Program, which is an umbrella to transform India into a digitally powered nation.
Myself, Vishakha. I'm studying in BTech CSC 4th year from DBRAID. Yes, I agreed with Pooja. IT has acted a bridge in minimizing the wide gap between the untouched sectors and tech-savvy sectors. The reach of IT in rural areas will provide a unique opportunities to producers of rural products, agriculture products, etc. to have a direct access to the market.
Myself, Bimal Tirki. I am studying in BCS final year from JNRM. How can you say we have bridged? We are in the process of bridging. There are many hindrances. Many people still hesitate using digital devices like smartphone, computers, laptops and other devices. I like to show you some data. Almost 1/3 of rural population are illiterate, and 64% are literate, in which 13.94% are below primary educated, and percentage of graduates and higher education are only 3.43%.
Myself, Swati Thakur, studying in 4th year BTech DBRAID. Let me tell you the other face of the coin, Vimal, that the percentage of internet users is 3.17 billion, which is the statistics of this year, that is 2015. But you can see the percentage of internet users in the year of 2014, that was 2.194 billion. You can see there is an increase of 0.23 billion in just 1 year. If you put some extra effort into it, you can definitely get a good result out of it. And if you are having the initiative to teach the rural people or the youth of isolated territories that to operate computer or to use internet, then you can get a very good result out of it.
Myself, Divya Moses, BCA 3rd year from JNRM. Let me show you the other face of the mirror, that the statistics still shows that there are 1.3 billion of people who are still not using internets. Don't you think it is a large number of population?
Myself, K. Karthik of BTech CSC final year, DBRAID. I totally agree with you, Divya. But on the other hand, as we know that India has the largest population belonging to the younger generation, that is the age group under 35. And let me give you a classic example of our Prime Minister's speech. Quote, पहले जब हम किसी के घर जाया करते थे तो बच्चे हमारे जेब से कलम या चश्मा उठाया करते थे, पर आज जब हम किसी के घर जाते हैं तो बच्चे हमारे जेब से मोबाइल फ़ोन उठाया करते हैं. Unquote. So days are not far when we'll see IT completely influencing our life.
I very well agree with you, Karthik. Like, we can go do lots of program to spread awareness into the public. Like, you can go for the workshop arrangement, seminars, or you can go for likewise you are having security literacy in the public, or you can go for the publicity through multimedia. You can go for the advertisements and etc. to and which will help you to go a very long way to reach such goals.
I am Shantanu Singh from BCA second year from JNRM. Sorry, I would like to interrupt. To establish media and connectivity, we had to build up towers, and as we all know that most of the rural areas are either covered with the farming land or with the forest areas. And to build up towers, either we had to exploit the farming land or we had to remove the forest areas. As we all know that the forest society is not one of the global issue, but it is also a national issue. Cutting down forest will work as a rolling stone on the path of development and will also affect the government policies. So talking about our island, as we all know that there is a connectivity problem in our island, and one of the main income driver is tourism, and Andaman is famous for its ecotourism. So building up towers and improving our connectivity may also destroy the natural beauty, and the radiation emitted by the towers may also affect the life cycle of the human beings. Towers and antenna produces the electromagnetic waves which creates radiation, and those radiation also affect the migrating birds, and even the tribal people get also affected by these kinds of disturbance, and even we had to reserve those people and their tradition. At last, I want to say that development is necessary, but it should be in a sustainable and a smooth manner. So this is not the correct time to place IT sector in these rural areas and isolated territories.
Let me show you the other side of coin. Consider our own island. Every year there is a large influx of tourists. They are completely satisfied with the beauty of this island, but the major problem faced here is the connectivity. Being an earthquake prone zone, connectivity is essential for disaster management. And moreover, we have many internet service providers like Airtel, BSNL and Vodafone, which provide services but lacks in connectivity. To overcome these problems, we have fiber optical cables.
Talking about rural area, we cannot expect the poor farmers and food insecure residents of the rural communities to list out digital devices, computers and telecommunication services as their high priority to improve their lives. And rural communities also comes with the word poverty. Accessing internet always is an expensive thing, and so do you think that those rural people, they can afford the accessing internet? And also, as she was telling about undersea cabling will always require fiber optic cabling. Fiber optic cabling is also expensive. It will require maintenance and highly skilled people. And skilling those unskilled people, teaching those unskilled people as a skilled person, it will take more time.
Once the optic fiber technology is brought into effect, the dream of setting IT firms like in these islands will be accomplished. This will bring up ample amounts of opportunities as well. If we're talking about the huge population of our country which is illiterate, this can be used to make illiterate people skilled ones.
Adding to Vishaka's point, I would like to say that Digital India is it comprises of various initiatives under one single program, and the objective and the main aim is to make India digitally empowered and to provide governance to all its citizens.
Few of the 9 DIW pillars: IT for Job, Public Internet Access Program, E-Kranti, E-Governance. Focusing on one of the important pillar, that is E-Kranti, which has the objective to accelerate e-governance across India and achieve its vision. Broadband highway, internet connectivity to 25,000 gram panchayat, access to mobile connectivity covering 42,300 villages by FY18. Rural internet mission, it provide 1,50,000 post office to become service centers. I have an answer for your question, Bimal. Job creation, setting up of BPOs in each northern state and rural areas. We train 1 crore student in smaller towns, villages in 5 years of creating IT workforce. Telecom service provide train 5 lakh people in 5 years to create rural workforce to cater their own needs. NEGP 2.0, that is National E-Governance Program 2.0, setting up National Cyber Security Coordination Center. Mobile banking, online loans and real-time price information for farmers.
This is Priyanka Seal. I am studying in BTech 3rd year CSE from DIW. Now, I want to highlight my viewpoints. The first point I want to highlight is cybercrime and security. Nowadays, we can see the number of hackers are increasing tremendously. And if a farmer wants to open his bank account online, the website may be fake. So all his personal details and information are easily hacked by the hacker, and maybe all his money from his account can be transferred into hacker's account. The second point I want to highlight is the internet accessibility. If we compare India's internet accessibility with Australia and Korea, we can see Australia has 1024 Mbps and Korea has 72 Mbps. But in India, it has only 2.3 Mbps. So, to contradict my point, what else can you say?
I would like to tell you, Priyanka, that we are having a lots of control measures to control such cyber crimes. Likewise, we are having encryption, firewall, AAA, where encryption will convert your data into such forms. If any hacker is hacking it also, then also he will not be able to get any information out of it, and the firewall will just act as a gateway which will stop your unwanted request to the internet, and the AAA stands for the authentication, authorization and accounting. Likewise, by seeing such cyber crimes, the government of India has taken the initiative to have cyber law in India, where we are having many electronic devices in market like IDS and IPS, where IDS stands for intrusion detection system and IPS stands for intrusion prevention system, which will ultimately stop the unwanted or the unauthorized user to get into the data which you are giving into the internet. And we by doing such jobs, we can secure your data which is online.
When you compare with the population of Australia and Korea with India, as we know that India is the second largest population among the world countries. So, the number of users are more, so they consume more bandwidth. So, ultimately they receive a very less amount of speed. So, government is taking some initiatives to increase the bandwidth for users. So, this will ultimately solve the problem gradually.
We have just seen my friends expressing their views on the topic relevance of IT to improve governance in remote and isolated territories. One team speaking about the positivity of that issue and others strongly opposing it. The estimated impact of Digital India by 2019 would be cross-cutting broadband connectivity in all panchayats of India, Wi-Fi facilities in schools and universities, and Wi-Fi hotspots in public areas. The program will generate huge number of IT jobs, telecom jobs and communication jobs, both directly and indirectly. The success of this program will make India digitally empowered and usage of IT to provide services in domains like education, banking, agriculture, etc. So therefore, IT plus IT is equal to IT, that is, information technology plus India today will bring India tomorrow.
So we just heard a vibrant debate and a brainstorming session on relevance of IT in improving governance in remote and isolated regions. by the young representative of these islands from DBRAIT and JNRM, organized by Doordarshan. We strongly believe that young India will definitely adopt out-of-the-box approach for making the dream of digital India come true and contribute to better governance and take India to newer heights. Thank you for watching the show. Namaskar.